Hello and welcome. My name is Zamulli and you are watching TubeMint. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add Google Analytics tracking code to your WordPress website. Okay, so let's get started. You can see this is my Google Analytics account and I already have added this website. I'll quickly go ahead and show you how you can add a website and then generate tracking code. And then you can see I have this WordPress dashboard area. So I'm already logged into my WordPress admin area and I'm using generate press theme, and doesn't matter what theme you are using. So let's get started. So first thing first, you need to go ahead and create your analytics account if you haven't, and then log into it, and then click on admin at the left bottom here, the gear icon, and this is your account section. This is your property, and this is basically every property that you have added. So here you will simply click create property name. It's going to be very simple walkthrough, so simply go ahead and type in property name, select the everything, and then about your business, and that's going to be it. You will be landing on such thing here, and you would be able to select your property, your website, if you have more than one, just by clicking this down arrow. So I already have selected it, and you can now get the tracking info by clicking this tracking info button here, and you're looking for tracking code. So basically go ahead and click tracking code here. This is going to load in just few seconds, and here we have tracking code. Copy it, and this is your website tracking. That's all. Go ahead and copy it, and then come back to your WordPress admin area, and here you have two options, two ways, basically many ways, but these are very common ones to add analytics tracking code to your WordPress website. So the first way, you can simply go to your dashboard, go to appearance, then go to theme editor, and here your default the theme that is active is going to be pre-selected. Otherwise you can select your theme that you want to add this tracking code to and want to make it active and default theme. Now here you have to look for, okay, so what happens, these analytics or tools will ask you to put this code in head part, and practically people don't do this, because what happens when you put analytics tools tracking code in head section of your website, it may slow, and it does slow down your website page load basically. So people prefer putting this in the lower section of the page, so it could be in the footer or somewhere in the body part. So what I would suggest, you go ahead and look for footer. However, you can put it in the header section. So go ahead and look for header.php or theme header and put it in this head section, basically between the head opening and closing tag. So you can just put it here if you want to put this in the head section. And then what you want to do, you want to update the file, and you're done. So that's the first way. However, I would not suggest you put this in here in the header section, in the head section or head tag. I would suggest you to go ahead and look for footer.php and put your analytics codes somewhere before the body closing tag, so somewhere here. Okay, And this will make sure that your site is not being slowed down by this analytics tracking thing. Okay, so you can see this has been updated. So this is very direct approach to adding Google Analytics tracking code to your website, but it is not very practical. But let me tell you why. Because what happens, people keep changing their themes. Okay, and when you change the theme, this needs to be moved to the newest theme that you're going to activate. So what you need to do, basically you should use a plugin. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete it, update the footer.php, and then go ahead and look for going to look for new plugin, right? So go to plugin and then hit new plugin and then type Google Analytics. However, Google has released a plugin that does everything for you, but people don't like it. Yeah, Sitekit by Google. You see it's installed by 1 million people. So what you can do, you can put everything in here, but if it is going to slow down your site, use specific plugin which are basically built for, you see, Google Analytics. So this is going to be good for speed, page load, and this is also, you see, this is also very good plugin which is specifically built for Google Analytics. So if you're not going to use everything that Google has to offer, like Analytics, Search Console, AdSense, and then they have speed testing tool as well. So if you're not going to use everything, it's going to be very heavy plugin. So don't use it, but you can certainly try it. So what I would go ahead and do, I will use this one. This is a very reliable plugin. This one is also a reliable plugin. Adds Google NL to your website only, doesn't do anything. And what this one does, automatically downloads, okay, update Analytics.js, bypass ad blockers with stealth mode and ad tracking code. So this one has few extra features, and this is why people use it. A lot of people don't know, they are just rushing to add the analytics code, and there are a lot of things that goes after installing analytics tools, basically tracking code, that you realize later after some time, after kind of a year or so, when you see that your website is being slow, you're not getting consistent data. So this is why people use such plugins. So I will go ahead and install it. This is very good plugin, and it has few extra features that these plugins don't offer. So go ahead and activate it, and this is the plugin. So go to settings. You can also go to settings from here. Okay, and you will have to type in the tracking ID, which you can get from here. This is the tracking ID. You can see here, this is the ID. So go ahead and just copy it. This is also here when you select the property. So this is going to be like this. Oops, what did I do? Okay, so that's the tracking ID. Track logged in administrators. No, you don't want to track logged in administrator. These are the few extra features that you get. Always tracking, snippet type default. There are a few options here. Asynchronous is good, okay. Anonymize the IP address. I don't want to. Position is very important. So I wanted to go ahead and put it in the footer section and then save it. And you can see we have advanced options, enable compatibility mode. I don't have any compatible WooCommerce thing. Which file to download? So you want to download analytics.js, and this is going to be a folder in your uploads where analytics will be downloaded. If you have any CDN, you can use cookie expires every 30 days, perfectly fine. Sample rate 1. So these are a few options which are going to be good for your website. Few extensions that this company has. Extensions, safe mode, plugin handling, experimental. You want, so this is going to be the stable release of the plugin. If you want the latest one, you can go with the experimental. So you can use these features. So basically extra features, some advanced features. I think they shouldn't call it extension, but that's how they have. All right, so this is how you add plugins to your WordPress website. And add your tracking code. So it could be any analytics tracking code. Majorly people use Google Analytics, so that's how it's added to WordPress website. That's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, suggestion, leave in the comment below and I will try to answer it ASAP. Thank you so much. Bye for now.